Every couple can benefit from couples counseling, right? No. There are certain prerequisites needed to benefit from couples counseling, and I'm going to talk to you about that. I'm Dr. David Hawkins, director of the Marriage Recovery Center and the Emotional Abuse Institute. I like nothing more than being with a couple who are able to really make good use of the counseling time, work very hard, come closer together, and have the love life of their dreams. What I don't like is working with a couple who don't know how to make good use of the time, who fight and bicker and actually come to couples counseling thinking that I'm going to be a judge and jury and tell one of them that they're right and the other one that they're wrong, and so on. Not that some of that can't happen in the counseling, but what I want to tell you is that there is a way to become ready for couples counseling. And in fact, we have a handout called Readiness for Couples Counseling, and it covers 8 points on how to become ready for couples counseling. I'm going to go through them with you fairly quickly here. Number 1, both people have to show up ready to do couples work. How can they do that? They need to be ready to what I call holding space with each other. What is holding space? Holding space is the ability to listen to each other, to hear one another's point of view, to validate the other's point of view. That has got to be done both ways. This couple, if they're ready for couples counseling, they need to be able to hear what their mate is saying, to understand the validity. Maybe it's not a lot of validity, but there's some validity to what their mate is saying, to understand that mate's perspective. And the time is used to seek to really fully understand one another. Point number 2, both need to be able to put into words what they are feeling. It's very common for couples that are at war with each other. They feel adversarially with each other. They're adversaries, they're enemies. And it's very common for this couple who are very angry with each other and they haven't processed their own anger. It's very common for them to say things like, I feel like you don't really care about me. Now, does that suggest what that person is feeling? Of course it does. But saying it that way, I feel like you never listen. I feel like you're always on my case. I feel like you, I feel like you, I feel like you, I feel like... We can't do good work unless you come from a position of vulnerability, willing to say, I am feeling alone. Now notice that my tone even changed right there. I'm feeling alone, and I want to connect with you. Now notice that. That creates connection, even the way I said that, being able to state what you are feeling. Point number 3, both need to be willing to come out of self-protection. It's self-protective to talk like, I feel like you, you're always, you never, those kinds of things. It's vulnerable to say, it's scary for me, but I'm going to share with you some of my deep feelings. And I'm going to share with you what I really want from you. All right. Now notice that attitude that I have. That brings connection. Oh, and by the way, people, this maybe needs to be done in a 2-hour block of time or even a 3-hour block of time. 45 minutes a week is not going to cut it in doing couples work. I just got through doing 3 days with a couple, and it was so delightful, so wonderful, sitting knee to knee, heart to heart, vulnerable, holding space, and we accomplished so very, very much. But they were ready to show up for couples counseling. Point number 4, both partners must be willing to allow each other and the counselor to speak into their lives. I begin every marriage intensive, and I've done hundreds. I begin every marriage intensive by saying, will you allow me to speak into your life? That means I need to say some hard things because I'm a coach and I'm going to coach. If you don't want to coach, you don't want me for a marriage counselor. I'm going to say the things that you're doing right. And yes, the things that you're doing wrong. And you better hope that I see some. Imagine going to a medical doctor and you're filled with pain and you say, what do you think, doctor? And the doctor goes, I don't know. I just don't know. All the tests show up, nothing, and you should be feeling fine. I'm not. Oh, you should be feeling just fine. I don't. All right. You go to a marriage counselor and you expect them, in fact, you need to beg them, tell us what you see. Step on my toes. Show me what my blind spots are. You better hope your marriage counselor has that kind of experience and they are willing to say what they see and see what they say. And come on, let's get real with each other. Point number 5, both partners must be willing to say where they want to end up. Are they on the same page regarding saving the marriage? Is one of them wanting out? Are they unsure about the direction of their marriage? I typically ask a couple, where are you now? Where have you been? Where do you want to get to? And what's stopping you from getting there? All right. Number 6. There's 8, remember. Number 6, both partners must be willing to say where they have been wounded. Yes. Where have you been wounded? And how have you wounded the other? And we've got to be able to talk about that. And again, notice my voice changed. Here's where I've been wounded. Here's how I'm still hurting from what you have done in the past and what you're still doing. Point number 7. Both must be willing to stay out of each other's head. What does that mean? That means I don't tell you what you're thinking. I don't tell you what you're feeling. I don't even tell you what you should do. I tell you, I speak vulnerably to you. I tell you what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and what I want. But I don't say, oh yeah, you know what? You're just like your father. You're just like your mother. You're just like other people who, I've been talking to other people and they think that you, come on, folks, we don't make those kind of mistakes. We stay out of each other's heads. We show up for marriage counseling if we really want to save this relationship. All right, point number 8. We must agree that we're going to have goal-oriented, solution-focused counseling. We're going to talk about the past for sure. We're going to talk about the present for sure, but we're also going to talk about, so now what? Where do we want to get to now? All right. 8 steps for really engaging effectively in marriage counseling. Insist that this person who's helping you has a lot of experience. Insist that they're willing to be decisive with you. They're willing to say what they see. They're willing to name what the problems are. If there's dysfunction, name it. If there's abuse, name it. Whatever is going wrong, name it. And then they should give you a very, very clear treatment plan on how to proceed. What's going to bring us success? Does he need to be in a treatment program for emotional abuse? Does she need to be in a treatment program for trauma recovery? Is there individual counseling that's needed in addition to what we're doing? Very likely, by the way. Don't skimp on services. Don't skimp on getting the right kind of help to get you where you want to go. All right. I hope this has been helpful. I look forward to your reactions to this video. Click on that link to subscribe to future videos and contact our client care team if you would like further help from any of us at the Marriage Recovery Center and the Emotional Abuse Institute. All right, take care, and as always, God bless.